Boris Johnson is sounding like a Prime Minister not frightened to call an election. In the last week, we've heard the Johnson critics say that democracy is being stood on its head. They're kidding. There will be between 4 to 7 fewer sitting days under the arrangements Boris Johnson has announced. One would have thought the threat to British democracy doesn't come from Boris Johnson causing the Parliament to lose 4 to 7 sitting days. It comes from the determination of some in the Parliament to frustrate the will of the British people who voted to leave the European Union. And like any sovereign nation, leave with a good deal. And if you can't get a good deal, no deal. Britain can then trade, as it already does, with the rest of the world. Britain already exports to America, Germany, France, China, and imports from China $63 billion worth of stuff. From America, $63 billion. So what's the carry-on about no deal? There was a referendum in 2016, the biggest vote for anything in British history. 52 to 48 to leave the European Union. And remember, the Remainers tried to brainwash the public. The Remain cause was supported by all the major political parties, almost all the media, all the academics, all the civil service, and every foreign leader who was invited to open his mouth. But the British people ignored them all. And when in 2017, the then Theresa May government legislated to invoke Article 50 of the EU Treaty to formally notify the EU that Britain was leaving, the vote was passed in the House of Commons by 494 votes to 122. As many have pointed out, there was nothing in the legislation to say that Britain would accept any deal the EU offered, no matter how bad. There was nothing to say that if it was impossible to negotiate a deal, then Britain would stay in the EU.